Welcome to Ask AppleMelon, the place where you can get all the answers to your children's educational struggles. Here is our question for today, and let's answer it. So, one thing you have to first of all understand about a choleric sanguine child, 5-year-old particularly, is that they are characterized by strong will. Yes, they are very strong willed. They're very energetic and they're very enthusiastic. They are those people who always have something to tell you. Their energy is contagious. And breaking those down, you would realize that choleric sanguine girl would be a natural leader and she's very independent. Sometimes she doesn't want you to pull her or tell her what to do. Also, you realize that she's very high on energy, like I talked about, and she's always looking for excitement. She's excitement seeking. Also, she can be very emotional and expressive. She's not the person that, oh, something can be happening to her and she sucks it in. No, she tells you to your face. And sometimes they can be considered as stubborn because of this particular aspect about them. Also, for number 4, she's very social, talkative, and again, very strong willed. I want that strong will to stay in your head. That is why I keep repeating it. So you know that she's somebody who has a mind of her own, and for you to get her to do things, you first have to tell her why. Most times, they're going to ask you why, which is very normal with kids, but for her, the why is not just asking you why, and anything you say is she's going to go with it. She's actually asking you why because she wants to get some really logical reasons why she either needs to be doing something or why she needs to stop something. The last thing in their characteristics is they are very, very competitive and determined. If a choleric sanguine girl puts her mind to do something, she is going to do it no matter what stands in her way. So those are some characteristics that I needed to pull out to talk about so you understand more what a choleric sanguine girl or child can look like. Now, let's go on to answer the question that we got. Now, how do you help this child when it comes to education without you getting overwhelmed or without making the child feel discouraged or they are so different? Now, the first thing you want to do is to model emotional control because a choleric sanguine girl is very likely to get discouraged or feel down when she makes a mistake. So you have to model emotional control. But before you model emotional control, you first of all have to be in a good emotional place. So if you come back from work and you have to help your choleric sanguine girl to do her homework and you're already really tired and really hungry and you had a bad day, please take out some time to eat, shower, rest a bit before you come to her. Because if you do not, she's going to trigger all the demons in you and you're going to realize that you're either shouting and you're making her to feel discouraged. So take care of yourself first before you get to her so that you can model emotional control and then she can practice it. The second thing you want to do is to stay patient even when she's struggling. Now, you want to make her know that it is okay to struggle or it is okay to make mistakes sometimes. Since she's very emotional, constantly telling her words that make her mindset to be a growth mindset will really help her. That is why for a choleric sanguine girl who is really feeling discouraged with studies or getting very emotional when she feels discouraged, I will recommend our growth mindset for kids, which comes with this particular container comes with 25 growth mindset messages, which teaches the child that it is okay sometimes to fail, learning takes time, and all those important words that needs to be in their head for them to just have a growth mindset and know that no matter what is happening now, they can improve. Now, the third thing that you want to do is to set engaging lessons, right? If the lessons are not engaging, since your choleric sanguine girl is always looking for fun and excitement, she's going to get bored so easily, and before you know, she's looking for something, she's fidgeting with something else. So if you want to keep her in that place and getting her to engage with her work that you want her to do, then set short, engaging lessons, as that is the only way to get her to learn. Now, what is the next thing that you want to do? Make learning fun. Make learning really fun. This girl is always seeking for excitement. So if learning is not fun, you realize she's making more mistakes. She's just not even there with you. You're talking to her, she's fidgeting with something else, and that can get on your nerves. So you want to make her lessons fun. The fifth thing you want to do is to give choices instead of commands. So instead of saying, oh, get up and come and do your homework, Ask her, do you have homework? She might say yes. How many? If she says two, you can ask something like this. Oh, since you have homework, do you want to start with your math homework or your English homework? At the end of the day, whatever she starts with, she's going to go on to the next one and she's going to finish her homework. But when you make this independent thinker and the leader in her feel acknowledged by giving her choices, you realize that she becomes more effective in whatever she's going to do after that, because she wants to always feel in control. Now, what's the next thing that you want to do? Use positive reinforcement where necessary. And when you're doing this, make sure that you're focusing on her progress and not just the end goal, right? Make sure that you're focusing on her just doing something should earn a positive reinforcement, and always keep reminding her that she can do more, she's amazing, and she can do great things. So for number 7, one thing that you want to do is to let her lead. I went through these characteristics because I wanted you to know that this child is a born leader. So inside of her is things are wanting her to lead. Everything inside of her are wanting her to be the one who is telling you what to do. So why are you the one telling her what to do? Is it just because you're a parent? It doesn't make sense to her. So sometimes when you teach her something, give her room to teach you back that thing. Let her ask you questions about that thing, and if you answer right or you answer wrong, let her correct you. Sometimes answer wrong so she feels superior and she can tell you the answer. That is how to get her to actually learn, because you're acknowledging who she is, you're acknowledging the fact that whatever she's made of is valid and she's not just one strange weirdo. The last thing that you want to do is to respect her intelligence. A choleric, sanguine girl would want to show you that she's extremely smart. They are very competitive and determined. So if it comes to a situation where she's feeling like, oh, she's not doing it well, and she believes inside her that that thing she knows it, she'll do everything to prove to you that she knows that thing. So instead of having that back and forth with her, just respect her intelligence. Show her that the fact that she's a quick learner and she's quite smart or quite intelligent, you actually respect that fact and you know that she can learn great things. Now, these are the things that you can do to get your choleric, sanguine girl to be more engaged in learning. But the most important one, if you don't want her to get discouraged while you're teaching her, or you don't want to get into the place where you're shouting while you're teaching her, because she's usually very distracted since she's seeking for excitement in every place, is to model emotional control. If you model emotional control to her, and for you to model emotional control, your emotions need to be okay, you have taught her 90% of the lesson. Because the highest struggle that she struggles with is controlling her excitement, controlling her frustration, and all those big emotions that she would have. So, using these 8 steps, you can actually engage your choleric, sanguine 5-year-old without much struggles. But remember, you have to be very consistent and keep doing the work to understand her more and keep implementing these things. I hope you got value from this video. And remember, whatever parenting challenge or education related challenge that you're having with your kids, all you have to do is ask AppleMelon, and we'll give you a question that is well suited to solve your specific problem with your specific child. Thank you so much for asking AppleMelon, and let's keep raising healthy, smart kids. The answers we share on Ask AppleMelon can either come as blogs on our Facebook page, as videos on our YouTube channel, or as audios on our WhatsApp channel. So do well to follow the link below to follow all 3 of them so you don't miss any of the answers that we send out. Until next time, let's keep raising healthy, smart kids, and remember to ask AppleMelon.